Hey, you made it. Welcome to your tarot card reading. Hope you're doing well. Come on in. Let's just get this set up real quick. You know how we gotta do it. Yeah. Okay, so what's going on? This is an all signs Zodiac tarot card reading. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aries, you're here. We're gonna do it. Sorry, I got a little tilt going on here. All right. That's about it. All right. So, yeah, welcome. Come on in, sit down, relax. Like my new table, I just DIY'd this today. Right. It was like this thrift shop table I got from the thrift store. And it was like red. So I had some leftover tile from the kitchen floor. Put it on top. Looks sweet. Oh, it feels so good. I can spill my drink on it and wipe it right up. Be all right. Anyways, how's your Saturday going? I hope you're doing good, right? Hope you're enjoying yourself, having a good time. All right, so I have this good energy going on for you. Something's going on where I feel this excitement right now. I'm looking at my angel oracle cards, and 888 is showing. That's something right there. And that's all about karma. So let's see how this is going to work out here and see what the message is for you. Okay, so like I said, it's all signs. We don't discriminate over here. We're going to do it. All right. Ooh, I like that. Hear that? Yeah, that sounds nice. All right, first card out. Two of Pentacles. Look at you. Okay. Two of Pentacles says something. Knight of Cups. Okay, so some of you... okay, so some of you have been definitely juggling your own worth here. I know it's going to sound weird, okay? But you've been doing this balancing act. And what I mean is, like, I feel here that like one day you're like super self-confident, and then next day you're not so self-confident. Okay. As far as, your own self-worth here. Okay. So this is what you've been balancing. This is what you've been juggling here. Okay. So we're going to get into it a little deeper with your first card of the story. And it is your King of Swords. So we're dealing with it. Could be an air sign here. It could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, whatever. But it's definitely somebody that needs to stand up for their own truths. Okay? So somebody definitely has to own it. One way or another. Yeah, that's weird. Owning it. Standing in your truth, right? Look at that. Fool. Fool card on the table. So somebody has been definitely foolish here a little bit as far as thinking that they're not worthy. Like, that's what I'm seeing. So maybe somebody's been taking steps to, like, change that. Okay, because twos are about decisions, right? Let me check something out real quick. Yeah. Real quick. Yeah, so somebody has to make this decision when it comes to stepping into their own truth. I mean, you are worth it. You are credible. You have, love for yourself, obviously, but this is showing that you're not. So keep going. Magician, this is what you're trying to manifest here. So you have two majors back to back here, which is a very significant, strong kind of energy with the manifestation. So you're being kind of led to take this leap. Wow. Okay. Well, let's just keep. Hello. Yeah. See, you got to get on your horse and you got to do it. That's the Knight of Pentacles right there. I mean, the Knight of Cups. Whoa, the glare is kind of crazy. So you're going to have to definitely take charge here with something when it comes to moving forward. And this ain't about anybody else. This is just about you moving forward. Definitely moving forward emotionally. Stop juggling your own self-worth here. Okay. What's going on in the comments? How you doing, Samantha? What's going on? All right. So yeah, there's a little bit of self-worth here. Some issues that are going on that you're trying to take this lead with your emotions and get out of this. Yeah. See the world card. Boom. See, you're definitely ready for change. Okay. So, everybody's different. We all relate to words differently and things, right? People, place, and things. But, underneath it all, we're all kind of the same. Okay. So just because one person's more confident than you doesn't mean that you're worth less than that person. You know what I mean? And so this is what you're kind of stepping into. My weekend is going great. How's yours? I did a little DIY on the table, like a thrift shop table for $6. It was like red, it was gnarly. So then I just had some old flooring that I put on the top. And it looks sweet. All right, so that's that. You got the world card here. So you're ready for this kind of change, okay? You're ready to see yourself in a different light. Yeah. That's great. Hey, chill out. Yeah. So fantastic. You're welcome. You're welcome. Here we go. Here's the next card. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. So I think here you're going to meet a friend. You're going to meet somebody here. Okay, the world's changing. Those are cycles. This is kind of like a destiny thing. So you're being pulled towards somebody. Some kind of friendship here. Yeah. Well, let's see what that is about. Because how I know that is with the Two of Cups, there is, unity, friendship. Could be a relationship, but even a friendship is a relationship, right? Right. Your mother and your sister have a relationship, right? Right. Two of Cups. So with the Fool card there being on top of it, that's going to amplify this card, meaning that there's somebody coming, because Fool card is taking a leap of faith going down this journey, right? And someone's coming to you as a friend for this kind of reason. Okay, because it's how you've been perceiving yourself as far as your own worth. And you've been juggling moving forward on your own to do this, so someone is coming in to help you. Interesting. Oh, you got two cards. Okay. So you have the Nine of Wands with the Ace of Wands. Ooh. Well, that kind of changes it a little bit, okay? So this person that's coming in to kind of be your friend, or some people are going to have a relationship, because that's the Ace of Wands right there. That's an opportunity for a very passionate, romantic relationship. And why is it a relationship? Because it's next to the Two of Cups. I don't know. You tell me. But this person has been through what you've been through. Yeah. Nine of Wands. So somebody has been battered, bruised, beaten up, but still has been moving forward. And so this is kind of like your paramedics, your rescue team coming in to help you, but it's going to be through a relationships in some way. Some of you are going to be like have an opportunity to date, and some of you are just going to have opportunities for friends. And like I said, that is just how you relate to the story, and it's going to be victory. Okay, so you're going to be hearing something from this person. So it doesn't seem like you already know this person, but you're going to know. You're going to hear about this person. Let me get into that a little bit more. How are you going to hear about this person? You're going to just bump into him? Okay, so Seven of Cups. You're going to be crazy. Okay, so this is more like a random chance, a random run-in. Okay, hit and run. So someone's going to come in, and you're going to be blindsided. Okay, and that blindside is going to be on the emotional side. And it's going to leave you kind of emotionally stunted. You're going to be put off guard a little bit. Wow. That's crazy. Let's keep going. Oh, Five of Cups. Ooh. Five of Cups. What is that? Frustrated. Okay. So, because here with the Two of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, you've been juggling your own worth. So I think that it's been hard for you to even like connect with people, talk with people, bond with people. It's just been rough for you because it somehow your self-esteem is just getting whacked on. So now when this person comes in, even though they're on your level or been where you've been, guaranteed success, but it throws you off emotionally, and that's what gets you frustrated because you weren't ready. This is what I mean. It was like a random coming out of nowhere where you're going to bump into this person. So this is why you're going to be frustrated, is because you're not ready. You were still deciding on how you're going to do this for yourself. And now this person comes in and it's going to trip you up. That's weird, but okay, I can see that. That's part of the complex here of that lack of self-worth a little bit, that self-esteem issues. Yeah, judgment, boom. Just get over that shit. Just get over it already. Yeah, getting over it. You can do that because the judgment card's right there. All right, let's keep going. What else do we got over here? We got the Chariot. So you're gonna be moving in. Well, not moving in, but this is gonna come in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yeah. Okay, so that Royal Chariot is coming on in. So this is gonna happen whether you want it to or not. That's basically what Judgment and the Chariot means. With the Hierophant, I can't. I mean, the cards just say what they do. This person is going to help you raise your vibration, and it's going to be in a way where there's going to be a relationship. A relationship. Yeah, Seven of Cups. You're still going to be blown away emotionally. You're going to be confused. You're going to be like, what? How? Because you've been digging on your own self-esteem and your own self-worth for a while here. And now this person finds you to be like the shiznit, and you're like, oh my God, I don't think so. I don't feel that. So you're like kind of going to self-sabotage this if you keep, beating yourself up and thinking that you're not worthy. Because you definitely are. Indeed. Thank you. Nice color. Appreciate that. I didn't see the comment. Thanks, Samantha. Yeah, it's a lovely color. I think we're getting close to being into fall, so, started bringing the trends around early. All right. Here we go. See, okay, boom. You're confused on how this person sees your worth when you don't. Yeah. You must have been going through some heavy, Tower, rejection, Four Cups. Yeah, you've been through some things, okay? You've been through some things, so I can definitely understand how you're going to feel like you're not worthy. Betrayal. Now we see, like I just said, with the Tower and then that Four Cups there, I peeked in the deck. That was all about your past. So your past was about major Tower moments in your life that really wrecked it. And you got tossed to the side. You got rejected in that moment. And that created, obviously, a bigger Tower with whoever you're dealing with. And that was pretty devastating. So that those kind of events would definitely beat somebody up emotionally, self-esteem wise, and so then you would go recluse, and then you wouldn't be so worthy in your own eyes to other people. So this is why this person coming in is jacking you up in your emotions. Well, that was kind of a heavy hitter. Look at this. It's confirmation. Come on. You probably watched tarot for a hot minute, okay? We're not talking 3 weeks. You're probably like a 3 to 4 years kind of person, right? Right. How many tarot cards have you ever seen where the damn Hierophant is on top of each other like this? Because I've never pulled cards out of my 5 years of doing this. Never seen this like that. What? Double confirmation. This is somebody to come in and raise your spirits, but also to bring you this kind of higher level communication, relationship, vibration. Like this person is like, woo, vibing high. And they're going to bring you back up because you've been down. Wow. Okay, Hierophant, stacking each other like that. That's crazy great. Yeah, see, now you're going to have a choice. But you're going to make up your mind here. Because this see, look, the Two of Wands guy, he's looking, what? This way. So then what's over here? The Hierophant. So you've been looking for something like this, for somebody to be high vibing, for somebody to, at least want to have a higher level commitment, because you do have the Ace of Wands out here too. So with two Hierophants, Ace of Wands, Judgment, I think that this is definitely coming on with the Chariot to say this is significant. It almost makes me feel Emperor energy. Okay, so now we're talking Emperor, Empress, and you know where that goes. All right, what's going on in the comments? How you doing? Oh, Anna, how you doing? Samantha, that's great. Thank you. It's full of compliments today. I love it. Making me blush. All right. Here we go. Look at this. 6. This person's going to bring in balance to your life. 6 of Pentacles. This is an even give and take. Okay. That doesn't happen too often in the world nowadays. People are always damn taken. So now this is a huge opportunity of not only restoring your own self-worth here by letting go of your self-esteem, because this person's going to just all over you, right? Because they see your high vibration, they see your light, even though you don't, they do, and this is what's confusing you. You're gonna decide, because you want somebody to give you balance like this person is offering. You want somebody to be high vibing like you are, because you've been dealing with trolls that have been putting you down. Take out outfits. This is, like I said, this is something you want to hold on to. You definitely want to hold on to this with that 4 of Pentacles. And be greedy, okay? Be greedy. It's okay to be greedy, to get what you want, because you want what you want. Say that 5 times fast. Hangman. Okay. So, with the Hangman, there's like a slight delay. A slight delay, a slight pause. You're going to be feeling like you need to reflect on some things here before you actually execute the decision. And that's perfectly, sensible. That's rational. Okay, you just don't want to jump in, even though this person's right there for you to do that successfully. You have now the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to wait till a cycle closes here. Maybe you're setting a certain time frame, okay, because that could be within the moon cycle. So you could be waiting to the next new moon, full moon, something like that, to give you time here. So basically, you're just waiting your time here for your cycle to close out, which is really getting over the decision of making this choice to be with this person. Wow. Crazy. That's crazy, y'all. But come on, look at this. What is that? You know what this card is. Some of y'all are going to get married to this person. That's all I'm going to say. Otherwise, if you're not, you're definitely going to build with this person. You're going to be building together, okay? Because that's what this 4 of Wands is. It's like, imagine, building a house, but it's not ready yet. So you have to put in the blood, sweat, and tears to get it built and all that, if you're going to do it yourself or whatever. Then all that sweat equity pays off. Not while you're doing it, because it kind of sucks, but when you're done. And then you move your shit in, and you're sitting there on your chair and your couch, and you're like, look at this. It's beautiful, you know? So you're going to reap the rewards with this person by building together a strong foundation. Uh, but to me here too, so with the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands, that's almost, I mean, because that kind of looks like a calendar a little bit, I guess. I don't know. But it makes me feel that way. So it feels like there's like you're waiting to maybe set a date for those that are going to get married. Okay, wow, we're just really all over the place here. Look at this, Knight of Cups. So it's coming in regardless, okay? Which means that you finally make your decision. Because this is you coming in with the Knight of Cups. Because you were over here at the Two of Wands looking at the Hierophant being like, am I going to choose this higher level commitment? Because the Ace of Wands is right under this pile right there. Okay? So you're gonna move in. I mean, you could move in with this person, but what I'm saying is you're gonna move emotionally forward. Because see, the river here, this is your emotions. This is all your emotions here. And you've been stopped here, not crossing that stream, that river, because your emotions have been empty. Nothing in the cup. Why? Because people are abusing your self-worth. And so it was hard for you to see this person seeing the way that they see you for yourself. Okay? Remember, we have 888 over here with the Angel Oracle, and that's all about karma. That was the Lion's Gate. Okay? So, you're going to be doing it. You're going to be moving towards this person. But it's in a casual way. It's in a fun and flirty kind of way. It's not going to be so aggressive and be like, let's get married tomorrow. Yeah, see? And you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So you lost your anxiety. You lost all the stress that you had because you're deciding to take this leap and you're moving forward. That's like crazy good. That's some work. But now this person... Okay, so now this person's going to be energized, we'll say. Energized. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, this person is going to be now hot to trot all over you and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because you're moving towards this person and they wanted you to because they want you. And you weren't moving so quickly. Elizabeth, what's going on? I see you out of the corner of my eye. How's it going? All right, so yeah, I mean, now you got this person all fired up. Yeah, this person's all fired up for you. World card, pow. Oh, wow. Okay, so here it comes. Ready or not, you like it? Too bad. It's coming. You're gonna change a whole bunch. You're not gonna be single anymore because this is now in reverse. So some of you are going to do it. Some of you are going to go for this person. Okay. And you're going to really step into your own self-worth and lose that self-esteem issue a little bit. Okay. 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 Yeah. Awesome. Sweet. Glad you guys are here. Appreciate it. Thank you, Elizabeth. So yeah, I mean, let's go. Let's keep going. Your single days are damn near over, right? And there's no more waiting around. With that, no more waiting around. Three of Wands in reverse. Hierophant. I mean, the High Priestess with the Ace of Pentacles over here. I'm all stunted because this is crazy. This is starting to get really good now because I think you're going to make a super excellent choice. Victory, success. Look at you happy, popping bottles. What are you at the club now? That's great. Look at that. See, you're going to be excited now. You're going to start getting back into your old self here with the way that you feel that you know that you're worth and you're worthy of. Okay? And so a lot of us, we downgrade subconsciously. We get into a relationship like people are funny. I'm just going to say that. People that try to be nice, but a little sarcastic. They're like the funniest. I'm telling you, because you can have a friend that's like, oh, hey, how's that new girl working out for you? And it's like, let me see a picture. So then if you show a picture, just say an example, right? This is how people are weird. Um, you know, the dude that's looking at the picture, he could be like, oh yeah, she's like average, whatever. And you're thinking she's like the queen, right? So that's gonna throw you off on your self-esteem and your self-worth when your friend's like, oh, she's alright, right? She's alright. And then you downgrade yourself to match that energy, and you're like, oh well, yeah, she might be just all right, but she's got a great personality. You know what I'm saying? Or she's funny, right? She got a great sense of humor. And then you're not realizing that even though some people can push that way intentionally or not, just because they're sarcastic, um, when you lower yourself that way to meet their energy by now having to accept what they say and then retract to make something sound better, all to try to make your point of who this person is to you stand out, that's how we knock on our own self-worth. That's how we ding on our own self-consciousness as far as our insecurities. Because you're thinking she's like, Princess Diana, and he's like, oh, she's just average. And that's your best friend. He's like, boom, right? That just knock you right down. So when we have to remember your self-worth is who you are. You're going to lose that if you allow yourself to engage with allowing you to accept what that person is saying. That's it. Because if it was me and my woman and my friend was like, oh yeah, she's average, I'd be like, boy, you need to go get some glasses because you ain't seeing shit right. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in the way that you accept what a person is saying to you, not thinking that you're the victim because why they said it to you. No, people are just going to do shit whatever they want to do. But it's how you, my friend, accept or not what is said to you that will alter or change or not your emotions for your self-worth. Okay? So that is a very huge lesson, and emotional maturity is to understand that punk ass thinks she's average. Well, I think she's, the best since sliced bread, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So just start turning your minds that way. Turn your minds that way a little bit, because then you're going to start picking that up on every single thing. You know what I'm saying? I could have been like, oh, look at this almost pink shirt that I'm wearing. But but Samantha out here was like, hey, that's a lovely shirt. I love that color. You know what I'm saying? So I could have stayed insecure and been like, oh, thanks. But I was like, no, it's rocking color. I'm trying to work it out for the fall because we're almost there, right? So get into that mode, because this is where you're going to be transitioning like that. This person is going to help you get into that kind of energy because they're already radiating that. And that's going to snap you right out of your little mood. Okay? But it's going to be deeper than that, because this person definitely wants to connect. But on a deeper level, like your mind, and that's it. Because then you have the Hierophant out here twice. Let's pull through more cards here. Let's work it out. So now they're going to be all hot and horny and heavy for you. Oh, okay, I already did that. In reverse. 5 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So there's no need to stand your ground. There's no need to be guarded with this person, okay? You don't have to be guarded. You don't have to put your defenses up. Just let them down, right? Because you're going to be healed, okay? Before an actual relationship happens, just knowing this person, getting to know them, getting in that on that route is going to heal you quicker than you think. So that's why you're letting your guard down. You're starting to move forward with your emotions, pushing it forward a little bit, not feeling so much stress and anxiety, because it's this person's energy that's rubbing off on you, healing you in that sense. Okay, because people can do that just by being around somebody that's high vibing can definitely start healing you, and you're not even aware of it. Just by their energy. It's like this. You ever picture this? Junior high. Junior high dance. All the boys are sitting in the back, all nervous, trying to find their dance partner. And they're just trying to get some of the music into them to get the vibe, to get their feeling going, and no one's coming around to pick them. And then you have this one dude that's out there, and he's just getting it on and dancing, and everybody's attracted around, right? So then the other kids see that, right? So then they start getting antsy, and then they start wanting to dance, and but they're not moving and going, right? So then there's going to be one person that gets up and actually goes and does what the other person does. That's that magnetic attraction. So this person is going to have that type of influence on you where it's going to be this magnetic attraction where you feel pulled to this person. And when they pull you in a sense, it's going to help you see things better because now you're saying, whoa, somebody really sees me for who I am. They like my style, like my shirt, like my this, like my that. Now that's going to ease your anxiety. Hello. Wow. Yeah. So with the Three of Wands, the Star card, you're just waiting for things to take off here because you've already started to heal. Now you have the Empress out here. So I did talk about the Emperor and the Empress out here earlier. So now we have definitely clearly the Empress standing, and you also have a bunch of knights out here that could equal a couple kings. King of Cups here twice. So another Emperor. So the Emperor and the Empress are really out here. So this is like a secret divine union. It's not being exposed for a divine union because there's some things that you need to heal. So you're not quite in your Empress energy, okay? Because you have the Nine of Pentacles with this, which is basically pre-Empress energy. So because you weren't quite in your whole self about your self-esteem and your self-esteem issues a little bit, that could not allow you to be in this Empress energy. So then therefore you couldn't quite move towards this person yet until you conquered this kind of last thing about you to bring you and raise your own vibration up to become this Empress. Then you're going to connect. Okay, I know it all sounds weird, but you're not going to get something if you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to eat dessert if you're too full from your dinner. You know what I'm saying? So it all kind of works like that. Look at this. 7 of Wands. There's nothing going to block you here now. Nothing stopping you. You decided to take the higher road. You definitely elevated your own energy here a little bit. And now the doors are wide open. Okay. So now we turn that 4 of Cups upside down. There's no way that this can't work. Okay, there's just no way that this can't work. This person's not going to reject you. I mean, they're only helping you in that sense, but they're going to be wonderful in a relationship. This is crazy. Look at this, Hangman. Okay, so you're going to be thinking back a little bit here. Now we're foreshadowing a little bit here in this, and you're going to be looking ahead during this time of evolution to your Empress energy. Okay, and you're going to have that higher sense of intuition to be able to look forward and say, yeah, definitely, this is going to work out because I'm deciding to do this. I'm not going to feel rejected in the attempt of it and self-sabotage myself and stop. So I'm not going to leave myself out to dry. I'm not going to leave myself hanging. There's the truth. Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. Okay. Well, the Ace of Swords. Here comes the message. So, like I said, depends on where you are in your stage. If you're still dealing with your self-esteem issues and you're not getting your own self-worth down, well, you got a little work to do here before you catch up. Others of you have already done that, and you've already gotten up to the point where now you've raised your elevations to this Empress, beautiful person that you are, and get back into now something that's right for you, something's meant for you, and something that's long lasting. Because you're going to build with this person tremendously. And it is definitely something worth putting the hard work in for. So I think there's going to be some communication here on both sides to say, hey, yes, I'm willing to put in the work with you if you are. I just see the Empress on the bottom. And this is great because this person that I've been speaking about, this person definitely has a pretty good life, pretty good stability. Okay, we could say they built their empire. They logged everything. They pay all their bills. They know for sure like what they have, what they can spend, what they don't, because they're very on it. And being a King of Pentacles, this is definitely Earth energy. So people like Earth signs are usually grounded with their money, stable with family and houses and all that kind of stability structure that we look for. So this person definitely has been able to sit high and mighty up on that. Okay, meaning they definitely got their shit together. So two kings right here are definitely your emperor. I mean, there's kings under here I'm not going to go digging through, but clearly this is an emperor and empress situation. Because there wouldn't be this much work if it was just something petty like, the Nine of Wands guy or, somebody less than an emperor. Okay, King of Pentacles again, clarity. Wow, two King of Pentacles back to back like that. How do you like that? That's crazy. All right, let's pull a couple more cards here. What time we got? Oh, look at that, 37. It's not bad. But I'm loving this story for you guys. I definitely appreciate y'all being up in here. Let's pull two cards for your verdict here, and then we'll get to the outcome. See if you actually do it. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so when we're looking at the five here, we're talking about some numerology, and this is all about change. The Pentacles is going to be your stability. So I think this is you coming out from the cold into, we'll say those are light, so you're going into the church. A lot of the tarot card readers will say it's the other way around, but because this is such a positive story, positive cards, it doesn't fit the negative. So we look otherwise. This is why it's an intuitive read. Then you're going out from the cold in. This is the change in your stability here. The Pentacles is all about your stability. Because if they're going to be a King of Pentacles and you're going to be a King of Pentacles, you're only going to be evenly matched, evenly energetically alive together. And that would definitely represent the Emperor and the Empress. Yes, indeed. Bam. Changing the whole situation. Two of Cups. Clarity again. So that's the end of the story. You're going to have this relationship. All right. Let's get into the verdict. Pull your final two, your bachelor rose, your field goal, your home run, whatever, your slap shot, win. Let's do it. What is that? Is that the Ace of Cups? Oh, by golly, it is. Right on top of the Two of Cups. With the Ace of Swords right there. Here we go. Kapow. There's your victory, champ. Do your work. Go get your man. Go get your woman, because it's coming. Okay? How do you like that? I mean, you can't beat that for the ending, can you? Shut up. You can't. It's definitely better than the other tarot card readers that are like, ooh, you're cursed. Ooh, you have gang stalkers. Ooh, let's just fear you into making you watch me more. Can't. Don't forget, right there, I'm the boss. Oh, you can't see it. I'm the boss. Have a boss day. That's right. Have a boss day. It's probably reversed backwards because you got the forward camera looking at me like a boss. That's you. So enjoy this, my friends. That has been your delicious reading. Definitely thank you for the time to be out here. with me on this fun Saturday afternoon. Yeah, Saturday. Cool. All right. Peace and prayer, my friends. Be blessed, be brave, be well every day. And hey, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.